Welcome to another Guide You Outdoors video, where we guide you to an outdoor lifestyle. Today, I'm going to do a review for you for what I think makes the best cup of coffee on the planet. Yes, believe it, on the planet. This is the AeroPress. This one is made by Aerobi. You can find their product on aerobi.com. You can also buy one of these on Amazon for about 25 bucks. Yep, the best coffee in the world, 25 bucks. I saw a guy on a sea kayaking trip I was on a few years ago using one of these. I tried it and I said, whoa, that's good. Went home, got myself one right afterwards. I've never turned back. This is the way I make my cup of coffee every morning now, but I bought it originally for camping. Let me show you how this thing works. It's so simple. In a minute, we're gonna have some awesome coffee. Now with all coffee, the first thing you need is some hot water. So I brought my stove here. I'm gonna crank this up. And you don't want to get the water all the way boiling. You want it at 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that is somewhere where I think it's about the little fish eyes starting to come up. Not quite a full boil yet. And I just boil the exact right amount of water that I need as well. That's 450 milliliters for a perfect cup of coffee. So that water is on and ready to go. Let's get the AeroPress ready. Now it has this bottom cup piece, and what you need to do is put a filter in those. These come, when you buy it, with a ton of filters. It'll last you a very long time, at least some wilderness trips for sure. Now this bottom piece just clips on to the main cup here. And this is gonna go right over my mug. So I'll place that right over top, and I want to get my grounds out and ready. The grounds are important. You want to make good coffee, you want to buy good coffee. This is a nice dark roast, organic, that I got, and I ground it pretty fine. I grind it just one notch less than the espresso grind at the store when you put it in the little machine. If you do it at home in your own grinder, you should grind it for about 30 seconds and maybe stir it up a little bit in between because you're going for a fine grind. I'm gonna take 2 scoops, and these 2 scoops here will make a double shot of espresso for me. So that's plenty of coffee right there, just in 2 scoops. I'll close that back up. Got that ready to go. And now you'll notice in just this short amount of time, my water is just about ready. I got some fish eyes starting on the bottom, and I'm almost ready to make my cup of coffee. In just the amount of time it took me to scoop it out and put the filter on. As a matter of fact, I think it is ready. So I'm gonna turn my water off. And now one reason this brews so well is you get the full immersion of the grinds here. I'm not gonna fill it up all the way, a little short of the top there. Don't wanna give it too much water. And the way I'm gonna stir this up, you really get the grounds to mix all the way into that water and infuse all that natural coffee goodness right in there, all right? Now, I don't want it to all drip right through, so at this point, I like to get a little wet. I'm gonna put the plunger in, and I'm just gonna go down just a hair, and that's gonna give it a little bit of a suction so that it will hold those grounds right at that spot. It is a little top heavy at this time, so I keep a hand on it. But guess what? 10 seconds, that's all you gotta wait right here for that full kind of brewing to happen. 10 seconds, I think that's about ready, 10 seconds. Now, I'm gonna add just some gentle pressure. You don't wanna push too hard and force it down, but slowly, and after about 30 seconds, you should have been able to push it to the bottom. That's about how hard you wanna push it. So, nice and slow, just almost the weight of my hands pushing down on this plunger here. That's gonna push all the coffee through, but no grounds are gonna end up in there. Not like a French press that you'll get a few grounds in your coffee. And now that's all the way through. Now that's a double shot of espresso, some strong stuff. Stronger than the way I like my coffee. So what I'm gonna do now is take the rest of my water and just top it off. Now if you're a latte drinker, you could put milk in there, but I like it just nice and dark and black. And voila, look how simple and easy that was. And I have what is just a super high quality brew here. Low acidity, low bitterness, nice sweetness. It's just a great cup. Now that is a really good cup of coffee. Now, I'm gonna also show you, the cleanup is super easy with this stuff as well. You can just remove this little cap here. The filter's inside. I'll just peel that off. Now this is just coffee grounds, so in my philosophy would leave no trace. If I just kind of spread this out a little bit and dig it into the soil, no one's gonna ever know that that's there, and I think the coffee grinds actually just add to the soil a little bit. If you're in a really high use area, don't do this. You don't want people to see this anywhere. But if I just spread that out in nature, no trace, nobody will see that. I can even use the little filter up here on top to kind of just wipe off the plunger. Clean and ready to go for my next time. I can put the cap right back on and voila, we hit the trail. Under a minute, awesome cup of coffee. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more videos, remember to subscribe to our YouTube page and like us on Facebook.